some Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real what's round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go be.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Power running by Zeke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
The first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Texans' 46-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Elliott running right. And some room to Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 46 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. He's crashing.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Slam, slam, slam. Motion, 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 motion.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
We're set. 19 and 31.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
We're set. 19, 54. Adam, go. 51, huh? You ain't going nowhere. 51 the mic, boy. 51. 54 down, he's coming. Shoot! Alert! 3. Back. Adam, go!
3rd and 2, Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. 124. Check out.
Watson just beating the play clock. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 26.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On first down, it's Jacobs. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
19. Switch. Shut down. Motion.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check. 54. Double up. He's coming, double up. Alert. SOS.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's complete to Sanders. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. At the 33-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Texans 3.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I'm here all day. Go. 37. Check 37.
Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A 1st down carry by Elliott, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready. 41's the mic. Check 41. 3 bus. 6. No. Off. Go. Flare. Yeah.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 25-yard line. This is Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Silver. Hey, shoot the ball. Next spot. Right.
Now Elliott. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs. And now it's 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch safety green.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Watch the shift, watch the shift. Hey, hey, watch the shift. Swing. Check 3, check 3.
49, check 49, check 49. Hey,
Yo. Check 24, watch 24.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Fire's the mic. Fire's the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 59. At 59.
Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, 59!
Mike 5! Mike 5!
Come with me!
Five's the mic! Five's the mic! Tackles! Tackles! Mike 5! All day, every day, any day.
Now it's Watson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On first down, Watson. That's complete to Cobb.
You got him! You got him! You got him!
Bounds at the 44-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Tight dog. Deuce.
Big edge. Hey, 55!
Mike 5! Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Watson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Texans.
Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
I got you, son. Mike 5. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
From the gun, here's Watson, sliding out of the pocket. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
24 down, he's coming.
Tighten down. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Here we go.
Hey, 24.
Tighten up.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb, 68 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up. It is through. That'll make this now a 28-13 game.
28, Texans 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
We play
The
to win.
Texans take over
Let's
first and
go.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On first down, it's Watson, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's go right here now. Hey, 31. Check 24. Sit. Say. Hey, 25. Hey, let's go.
Throwing again is Watson. Steps away to his left. He'll run it, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Shift. Watch the shift. That's the man. 29 is the mic.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Set. 19. Let him know. Let him know. Spot. No. 36. Check safety. 25. I got motion.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Come on.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's complete. Stills. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Boom. 4 down. Even.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Grant. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Switch gears, switch gears. Get it all, West. Hey, go. Shot.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
26 Mike.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down.
That's it. Watch twins. Watch the edge. Check. Crunch.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Being chased out left. Able to find Waller. That's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Rush in.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Key in 21. Slam. Check 15. Joker. Switch.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down. Slam, slam, slam. Check 3, check. Go. Check. Check. Same on. Check. 25, check 25, check 25. Yeah. Wide, get wide. Check 26, go.
From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
Know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Switch it.
They run it with Jacobs. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the safety. Wide motion.
From the 50, it's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Check 41. Go. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a check. Check the back. Check it slow. Come on. Slam.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, You're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Double time. Hey. 4 down.
Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That one complete to Elliott. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Mike 51. 59. Let's go. 59. Check. Alert. Check 99. Motion. I got one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
To throw again on second down. Watson, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
24. 25. Whip. Watch the whip.
Third and long. It's Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On first down, it's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. 54's down. He's coming. Switch.
After the interception, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
At the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the curl. Mike 51. I know he ain't got it. Shit.
Alert.
Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Defense wins championships, baby.
26.
29 is the Mike
29.
Watch the screen.
Watson on first down. Steps away to his left. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
27. 19.
I'm coming after you.
SOS.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a gain of 35. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Big Dan.
54.
Come. Check 37. Check.
54. Check nickel. 54. Play.
Watson looks to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just... And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. but I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time."
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.